All right. Alright, encoding is overloaded. That is lovely. Alright, let me just double check something. Amazing, alright. So, apparently it is allowed to use a live stream as proof, which is very good. Nice, and let me just adjust this thing a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what that sounds like. Yeah. Why does it do that? That is annoying. I genuinely hate having to have yeah. Yeah, I guess maybe that works. Yeah. What's up, Cobalt? Let's see what my apparently, yeah, audio seems okay, sort of. Um, we might want to increase that a bit. See, is that too much? You lost some data, so it doesn't say 62 anymore, or what? Yeah. So when I turned off my game, it just, it was just gone for some reason. But yeah, I did get 62. And yeah. Oh shit, we might want to enable the FPS counter. Because whenever this happens, OBS also crash, or whenever this happens, mega hack settings are also reset, which is honestly very annoying. Also, I changed some settings with my not Seiyu device, Wooting, whatever. So it might take a little bit of time to get into the zone, but it's okay. Also, I'm kind of dropping some FPS, which is not amazing. Okay, 2066. That's an okay start, I guess. And this is a huge choke point, so it's not surprising that I died to here at all. Also, I notice that my voice is a little bit quiet, so let's see if I can fix that. Maybe that sounds better. I guess. Does it sound better? I guess so. I think it sounds better to my ears, at least. I also want to increase the click sound on the stream. Yeah, I think that's fine. Now, you may notice one thing, and that is this stream is actually in 1440p, which is very nice. So if you have like fancy monitors or whatever, you're gonna be able to enjoy a better experience now. It's not 4K, but my computer can't handle 4K anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright, I think we should do a few runs from maybe here. But as you can see, my game is lagging quite a bit, which is not good. How do you record your clicks using a secondary microphone without it picking up your voice 2x? And the answer to that is I do stupid jank to try and make it work. Alright, so what I do is I go into my clicks for the stream and into filters on OBS, and I add a noise gate, and then I just fiddle with the fucking switches until they just happen to give me the result I want. And for my setup, apparently minus 23 decibels for close and minus 13 for open. There is a lot of science behind this, but there is no science behind my setup because, well, I'm stupid. That's pretty much the reason. And is your second mic some no-name one or some normal mic? So my secondary microphone is actually just my webcam microphone. It is that shit, alright? It is actually that shit. So, yeah. Also, what's up, Fortune Cookie? Glad to see you again, man. Also, what's up, Fortune Cookie? But I do planning on getting a better microphone and audio interface at some point. So then I might be able to delegate my current normal microphone as like a click microphone, right? But because maybe I could do this so my voice sounds nicer with my click still being picked up. You can do it, but you gotta be very careful with the way you do it. It's gonna take a lot of testing and things like that. And what I do is when I record locally, which I'm not doing right now, which is pretty dangerous. But when you're recording locally, you can put an unfiltered version of your microphone on a different track. So that means you will always have it without your filters as well. Which is good for proof, of course. But yeah, it's kind of dangerous, it's kind of scuffed. I'm actually curious to know what like the big YouTubers do, like Airfan Wilderman, like what does he do? Oh shit. Are you already on an audio interface? Yeah. I am. It's kind of bad though because I cheaped out because I don't know why I did. I should have just bought something decent and not garbage, but yeah, I've got the M-Track Solo. I think you should just buy like $100 interface instead because it's terrible for gain. But I guess it worked out because I'll just have a spare audio interface. So yeah. Isn't this a list demon? I thought your hardest was Airbus. Airbus used to be my hardest, but then I beat Yaragarasu and I beat Cybernetic Crescent. So I've had two new hardests after Airbus. But yeah, this is a list demon, and it is a big jump. Like Cybernetic Crescent is like top 260, and this is top 110. So yeah, this is definitely a list demon. So yeah, it's maybe a jump. Probably depends on who you ask, really. When Sonic Wave? That's one of those questions you should never ask me, but I am putting off Sonic Wave so bad because I hate Sonic Wave. Sonic Wave is garbage. It's so bad. But yeah, we'll probably be doing Sonic Wave after Renevant at some point. That is my plan, at least. Yeah, this is extended list. And it's actually my first listing one, which is very nice. If we were talking about microphones, EVW uses an expander filter with a crazy fucking mic setup. I know he has the Shure SM7B, right? Like that's the standard. And if you think about it, the SM7B is basically an SM58, except they've added some. I don't know. They've added some. I'm not an audio scientist or whatever, but it's a little bit different, but not really significantly. But the price is of course significantly different. I think a Shure SM7B is like $300, 400 maybe even. Yeah, I mean, I gotta figure something out because this is like not great. Like I'm very happy with this microphone. Like the SM58 is really good and it's not that expensive. It's like $150 maybe, so it's not that bad. But this click problem is a huge problem. When Amethyst? Never. Because I'm sorry to disappoint, but I don't think we'll ever be doing Amethyst. Like if I beat a main list, that ought to be enough, right? Also, you guys might be noticing that the chat is gone. That is because I just haven't set it up yet, and there's a lot of annoying issues that come with setting it up, and I just didn't bother. It's so laggy. That is my problem. All right, like let me see if I can maybe fix that up. Because it is a huge problem. SM7B is so overpriced. If you already have an audio interface, there are so many cheaper and better microphones. Like for example, Shure's own MV7 Plus, Fifine K688, Rode PodMic, and Mayono PD200X. It is a bit overpriced, but I think it's probably that price for a reason. But I think that price comes from reputation as well. from reputation as well. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's annoying. I guess we're stuck with the lag. I think we're stuck with the lag, frankly, for a while. Will you be Fog? I've never heard of Fog, so I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I can't make any promises that I'll beat anything unless I know very well what I'm working with. Hell, I mean, it's kind of hard to promise I'll beat this even, and that's after I have 62%. So, like... Dude, we gotta get a refresher on this. I mean, good to know the footage isn't, like, laggy at least. It just looks kind of stuttery on my monitor. But I guess that's because the monitor I'm looking at when I'm playing isn't 60 Hz. But my separate monitors are. Yeah. One silent poltergeist. Never probably. One silent poltergeist. Never probably. It just doesn't look like an appealing level to me anyway. It's just so like spammy, and I don't know. I just don't like silent levels. Oh shit. Yikes. Oh shit. I have a Meono PD200X. It's like 95% of the way there to an SM7B, and it's both XLR and USB connectivity, so you can upgrade it in the future. Yeah, that sounds good. I do think XLR is the way to go. But it's nice to have the option if you like don't have an audio interface or whatever. Also, whenever you go for like XLR, you're already setting yourself up for some annoying things like having to make sure the gain is all perfect and stuff. And the best part, it cost me like $60. Yeah, a good price. And the best part, it cost me like $60. When hinges creak. Good price. When hinges creak in doorless chambers. This is Allegiance V2. Yes. Sort of. I think this is a better level than Allegiance because Allegiance is a really good level. Like, don't get me wrong. But the problem with Allegiance is it's way too easy for the concept in the level to really be fleshed out and developed, right? It always just feels kind of restrained by its difficulty. When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candle lights flicker with... Easy. Also, I'm not doing level request this stream. But yeah, easy. Well, I mean, it's obviously an extreme demon, but many of the like cool concepts that Renevant uses, can't really be realized in an entry-level extreme. Like they really need to be used in a more difficult level where you're not restrained by having to make the level easy. That's not to say extreme demons are like easy, but you can only do so much when you have to hit a difficulty target. Man. I think I should perhaps add like a list of rules or guidelines or whatever to my descriptions. So that people at least don't have to ask every time about like when to go and stuff like that. Oh shit, I just realized something. I don't have isolated. Yeah, okay, so I just turned my own playback of the stream off because I just realized that the stream has been picking up my watching of my own stream. And the reason for that is I haven't isolated the different applications on my computer. So yeah, I gotta do that. But go in the title. Yeah, I have done that in the past. I could probably do that. Maybe I should just do that right now. What do we say? I think maybe maybe 30 to 100 is a good target. What do you say? Yeah, I'll add that for now. And may lower it or increase it later on if necessary. When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls, whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still. Shit. We'll chat in a sec. And strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still. That is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish. Man, that is annoying. Oh man. Because look at that. Like we're not hitting the target. It's quite bad. I was thinking to get like an interface and start collecting some cool microphones I find and document my journey on YouTube. Why not? I mean that could probably be fun, yeah. Doing some tests and stuff like that. Interfaces do not really cost that much, so you're probably in the clear. Also, I'm gonna try something just for this stream, I might add. Oh, it's not available. Yeah, because I was thinking maybe... Are you on Mac? No, I'm on Linux. Yeah, that doesn't seem to exist, so we're kind of shit out of luck. We're just gonna have to stick with the lag for the duration of the stream. Opinion on Flamewall. Kind of cool, I guess. I'm not good enough to beat it, so my opinion is kind of worthless. By the way, going for a first medium. Good luck, man. Always fun to see people improve, you know? Shit. When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still. Oh, so after Windows crashed your stream, you switched to Linux. Okay, so there's a lot of backstory to that actually. And what distro did you pick? Okay, so I have years of experience using Linux, alright? So I'm absolutely not new to Linux by any means. It was more like, you know, I had enough of Windows, I'm going back to Linux, purely for gaming. As for the distro, I went with the distro that I've had historically good experiences with, and that was, in my case, Gentoo. So yeah, I'm running Gentoo Linux. Gold Temple and got 50 and 43 to 100 x2. You can probably beat it then, yeah. Yeah. I wish you luck. When hinges creak in doorless chambers. Gentoo, wasn't expecting that. No, it's, you know, I think most people either use like, maybe they'll use something simple to use for beginners, like let's say Linux Mint or Ubuntu or whatever. And then you have the like cool people, right? Who like to show off. Maybe they'll use Arch Linux. And then people like who like are very experienced with Linux, they might be the ones who use Gentoo, but those people might not be the ones who play Geometry Dash, so it's kind of a rare combo, right? God, the lag is so bad. Let me see if I change this to 165, is that gonna make it less garbage to play? When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still, that is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight. Shit. Alright. It is not 2025, it is 2025. Genius. I have Arch on a dual boot on a disk I pulled out from my laptop because I have the best experience with Arch. Yeah, that seems like a decent combo actually, because I also dig digging out the hard drive from a different computer. You know, that's that's something I would do 100%. But yeah, I can understand why people like Arch Linux. It's simple and you just kind of get to do whatever you need to do on it. It's not really in the way, really. And you have Pac-Man and things like that. It's pretty good. In fact, on lower end computers, I definitely go with Arch as my like go-to. And I have Debian on my server, but that is a server. You're not supposed to run a server on Arch. I've used a Steam Deck as a main PC for like 4 months before. Steam Deck ought to give some Linux experience at least, I would assume, because it is Arch based after all, SteamOS. And I just realized that didn't help at all. So, does VSync fix it? No, it just still runs like garbage. That's very annoying. Well, it shouldn't fix it because it's, you know, there's no reason for it to fix it. Whoa, 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 what the hell? What the? That, I don't know if you could see that, but that looks awful. Like, oh, it's because we're on, oh. Oh, I see. I see. So we're back to 60 hertz. That's why it feels so bad. We're on 60. Oh shit, I can't spray fly. Oh, that is garbage. That is garbage. Oh, it's so bliss now. Oh my god, we can actually like... I mean, it's stuttery, that's the problem. But it like actually feels decent now, at least. But the lag is pretty frustrating. Also, this morning I actually rebeat Bloodbath. So I did that because I needed the AREDL record. And, yeah, I got like way too many points from that. So, nothing to complain about, no. What GPU do you have and what D do you use? I'm using a RX 580 and I'm using no desktop environment. I'm actually using DWM, which is just a window manager. And the reason for that is, again, I've had experience with it in the past. It just works. I can't believe I just died there. Yeah, today really isn't my day, but we gotta make it work. Nice for everyday test though. I prefer a normal desktop instead of a window manager. I can see why, absolutely. I just like the simplicity in that I get to choose every single component that goes into it. Really. Let me see. Um. All right. Is the stream working again? Yeah, it is. Great. And also, I just hate whenever that happens. Whatever. So I lower the resolution to a lame 1080p because I'm hoping that it will at least fix my lag. And it appears to be successful. So yeah, I gotta get a new graphics card before we can stream in 40p, unfortunately. But I would say a playable video game is more important than a resolution that most people probably don't have anyway. So, also I'm just restarting the game because it felt off. I mean, the tiniest details in input lag are catastrophic at this play level. If I'm doing like programming, maybe I'll use Hyperland, but that's because it looks cool. I think most people on like this subreddit, which I can't name because YouTube will automatically flag my live stream then. I think most of them just use it because it's cool. What? Oh, it wasn't even on the actual level. That's okay, we'll do some practice. Wow, that feels weird. Let me just fix that. I think that's because... Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it should be more like what I'm used to. So I lowered my key travel earlier just because for levels where you have a lot of strafe fly, you don't really want it to be set to the lowest possible or anything. I hate when that happens. That part is kind of weird. What do you do your video editing on though? Because I know from experience that's pretty terrible on Linux. Normally I would use DaVinci Resolve because that is what I'm familiar with and things like that. And I'll also use my MacBook Air for the task sometimes. Come on, who fucking dies there? What's up, Fake Space UK? What's up, Grimmerkus? Hope you're all doing good today. Do you ever working on Linux though, or no? No, not yet. I tried setting it up, but it just didn't work. So yeah, make of that what you will. I gotta get it working, but it doesn't work right now. Space UK, yeah, you're not fooling anyone. Let's be honest here. Shit. Goodbye, Space UK. I guess you're gonna go back to hacking then. How many attempts so far? We have. How many attempts? That is insane. But yeah, we have 17k and we have almost 2,000. So yeah, just go from 0.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still, that is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their
Shit. Insane progress. Yeah, I've heard some people who have said that as well, but
when hinges creak in
I don't know. I think I've just spent a lot of time on the level.
strange and frightening sounds
But
echo
I mean, you gotta remember, this is a pretty large jump.
candlelights
Like,
flicker where the air is deathly still.
my hardest is like tier 31. This is a tier 33, so this is way harder. It's in a different league even.
Through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still, that is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight.
Annoying. That is a huge choke point in this level. I don't know why. That stray play is just stupid.
And strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still.
Also my personal best is 62, but it doesn't say because I lost my progress because Geometry Dash is a raw top game, and as such, whenever it crashes, you just lose your progress. Like, you could have exited the level, and you're still gonna lose your progress for some stupid reason.
And strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly.
But I also don't really care because, you know, I have a video of it, so who cares?
When hinges creak in doorless
And since we have mega hack and stuff, we can just
and
get the progress.
sounds echo through
Um,
the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly.
Stupid.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever
Wait, how have you tried installing DaVinci Resolve? Initially I went and downloaded the like
when hinges
tarball that they offer on the website. That didn't work because my version of, I think it was Pango at first, didn't match up with what the binary was linked to. So then I went and looked for like an app image or a snap or any of those stupid packages, and I didn't find any. Then I saw the DaVinci box, and that's when I was like, you know what, I can't be asked anymore. There's also apparently a Gen 2 e-build package, but it is outdated and doesn't really work.
echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still.
So yeah, probably gonna figure it out,
When hinges creak
but
in
it's
doorless chambers,
kind of annoying.
and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candle lights flicker where the air is dead. When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candle lights flicker where the air is deathly still.
Shit. Great, another instance of leaving the stream audio on.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candle lights flicker where the air is deathly still.
Man, it's so annoying.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candle lights
Whenever
when hinges creak in
I
doorless
want to
chambers,
die.
and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candle lights flicker where the air is deathly still. That is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghouls.
The thing about this level is, it's like all about passing the pre-drop.
And strange and frightening sounds echo through the whenever candle lights flicker
Whenever you pass the pre-drop,
still. That is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight.
you hopefully don't do that.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candle lights flicker where the air is deathly still. That is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight.
That Street Fighter's so hard, man. The pre-drop thing is basically all the levels I played and ever played except for Neva.
When hinges creak in
I think the
doorless
problem in my case, like most people don't say that the pre-drop is that hard, but
frightening sounds echo through the halls.
the problem is I practiced everything a lot.
When hinges
Except for the pre-drop. This I just left until the end.
frightening sounds echo through the halls.
So as a result, it's gonna be the parts I'm worst at.
Where the air is deathly still. That is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight.
Shit. That is a great way to die. This is also a huge choke point, so not a surprise at all. That's because they made it fucking move for some stupid reason. Tidal Wave is probably gonna be out of the top 10 1 year from now. Insane. Everyone's trying to verify new top 1. Yeah, that is ridiculous. Like, well, I mean, yeah, it is ridiculous because Tidal Wave was like seen as impossible, and now it's like,
Doorless chambers,
despite the few victors,
strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls.
it's like not even top 10 anymore soon.
Flicker where the air is deathly still.
That is ridiculous.
That is the time when ghosts are present, practicing
Oh, the same 2 to 3 people. Yeah, exactly. That's how it is. You have like Zoink, and you have the like I don't know. We have like at W Pop Off, maybe was his name. I don't know. And you have like Doggy, I guess. And like that's where we're at. It's kind of sad in a way. Shit. Alright. Alright. Third best actually, because I had 60%, then I had 62. So yeah, this would be third best. But yeah, I'll take it. And I'm also really happy about it because I didn't get nervous at all. What? I didn't click. I did not click. So I don't know why that blue orb hits. Alright. Oh. Oops. It's a locker. God damn it. Doesn't matter, but it's still annoying. There we go. Let's proceed. I've still got like 45 minutes maybe to stream. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I missed your message. Zoink, W Pop Off, and some guys like Doggy and Eternal projects that won't be verified for years, probably. Yeah, exactly. Even the most Eternal projects from back in the day, like let's say Bloodbath, or maybe Blade of Justice, even though it's nerfed. All of those ended up getting verified without too much effort. Relatively, of course, comparing to today. Because now, every single super hard level has to take basically unemployment in order to complete. That is really... Sure, the difficulty has changed, but I think the more drastic thing that has changed is that now players need to be basically unemployed and uneducated to beat the hardest of the hardest levels. Like I don't think Riot, for example, I don't think he just like skipped school and played for thousands of hours to beat Bloodbath. Like no, even that just didn't happen. That's not to say everyone's skipping school, but like you get my point. Levels are just way more time consuming now, and I think that's kind of sad. Imagine beating it this stream. That'd be insane, but it's not out of reach entirely. Like it could very well happen. It is not impossible at all. That's not to say it's likely, but it could very well happen. Because I have had some crazy runs in this level. And if I, like, the thing is, if you get past, there are like 5 choke points, and if you get past all of those, then it's only really about nerves and not being stupid left. This level is very choke point oriented, so what that means is, once you pass those ridiculous parts, you have the potential to get very far. But if you know how to do every part plus have some luck / nerve control, it can happen. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I fluked the shit out of Digital Descent. Some say I fluked Yatagarasu. I didn't get as lucky with Cybernetic Crescent, of course. That was hell. By the end of it, I was kind of hating playing Cybernetic Crescent, I'm not gonna lie. I liked the level, but man, did it get tiring. 21% in extreme. Yeah, it's probably a fluke. I don't know where you're supposed to draw the line. I think it's just up to each individual, I suppose. This level is probably less likely to be fluke though, because it is short. It's kind of like fluking Erebus, except this is way harder than Erebus. The difficulty is very condensed, so you're not likely to fluke a bunch of parts, because there's no real easy part in this. It's pretty easy, around 40%, but that's about it. Like, that's the breather you get. And of course this beginning part. Oh, my microphone is in the way, I can't see anything. That's amazing.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers. When hinges creak in doorless chambers. And strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly.
Shit. Condensed with harder parts. Yeah, that's exactly what this level's like. It is very condensed. But a lot of people really hate this level, but I've played it for like 20,000 attempts now. More than, even. And for like, I think I've been on this level on and off for like 2 weeks now at least. But I actually really like it. It never really seems to get boring. Like, Cybernetic Crescent got really boring after just a week. But I played this for like 2 weeks now, and it's still not boring at all. It's still, if anything, it's more fun now, because now I know how to do every part. But I guess at the same time, with a level this hard, you really have no room to complain. If you're not at that skill level or above, of course.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers. And strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still. That is the time when ghosts.
Shit. It still seems very active. Yeah, it definitely is. You always have to be on your toes, pretty much. There's no real slow parts except the beginning, but even that you have to focus because it is pretty hard. Do you think a consistently hard demon difficulty for 2.5 to 3 minutes is an insane demon? Like 2 hard demons back to back almost? Probably depends, but yeah, probably, yeah. Especially if it's high-end hard demon difficulty, because, you know, hard demon difficulty isn't black and white either. But yeah, I do think so, absolutely. There's this level which is actually my favorite insane demon. It's called Project Reunion. And the difficulty there is pretty much, it's like 5 minutes of medium demon, and it's insane demon. Pretty high insane demon too, so... Yeah, absolutely, I do think so. But again, it depends. Very much. These levels also often end up being borderline levels. So let's say we have like a super long hard demon. That usually ends up being very borderline insane, but never actually insane.
Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still, that is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight.
Oh my fucking god! Dude! I didn't even get nervous. I didn't even get nervous at all. I'm not even like... Nah. Let me just take a screenshot of that. Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh. All right. Let me just update the title. We got 69%. All right. I will take that. Just like we almost hit 70% on stream number 2. Damn. Post it in the servers as like an update. There we go. All right. Dude, I can't believe that. I didn't get nervous at all. That's the most surprising part. Like, I'm shaking a little bit, but that was like after I died. While I was playing, I didn't get nervous at all. Also, here's the proof that I got 62, by the way. In case you care. Because apparently this plugin right here, Death Tracker, has a separate counter. So it doesn't get lost in the same way your Geometry Dash progress does. So yeah. I can't believe it. I can't... Okay, let's not wait. I can only stream for like... I don't have a clock on my window manager, so I can't even see what the time is unless I check my phone, but... I've got about until 7 p.m. or so. Because after that I have like 2 hours of mathematics to do. And it's very easy for me to just sit here and say, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. And then the next day I'll just sit here and do it, and I'll just say that I'll do it tomorrow again. So because of that, I'm strictly following my schedule. Because I just have this tendency of putting things off and then just never doing them. So I map out my day very precisely in my calendar. To avoid procrastinating, and it does work, for me at least. Oh, that's so lame. That's lame, but I've done that many times. Okay, so what I did was I hit this green orb, and you're supposed to hit this blue orb to correct yourself. And I've got to do it quite early, by the way. This takes a long time to master. This section is difficult to master. But yeah, sometimes what can happen is if you do that too early, you will miss this orb. And either you will go into the spike, or if you are pro at the game, you will miss this and either die to this pink orb, because you'll be upside down, or you will hit this portal and somehow live. But yeah, usually, I've only, like, maybe twice in a run I managed to skip this and survive. So, yeah. Also, I should turn off hide pause menu, because if I have that on my completion attempt, and I pause during my completion at any time, they will reject my record. Or AREDL will. I don't know if Pointer Crate will. If Pointer Crate doesn't reject it, then there is a loophole, because I can just submit it to Pointer Crate, and since AREDL will like accept any records you have on Pointer Crate, you're good. But you know, no risks, because this is a very hard level. So what do you say, chat? Do you think I can beat this in October? Because I think that would be the perfect opportunity, you know? We have this like spook level and we have October. The month of Halloween and shit. So, yeah. I hope so. And if this progress is anything to go by, then probably. But it all just depends on how much time I get to play. Because, no matter what, like, schoolwork and shit has to go first. Like, I love this level, I love streaming, and I love playing this game, but the schoolwork has to be done, you know? Like, so that's also why so many days I haven't been able to stream. My schedule is just packed. But, you know, it is what it is. Shit. Yeah, there's this thing with my Wu-Ting. I like this thing, don't get me wrong, but and it's really fast, but I just haven't gotten used to straight flying on the Wu-Ting, because the input delay is so low that I end up spamming too much and just accelerating upwards too much. Because I'm still using the straight flight click pattern that I'm used to on my mouse, which doesn't really translate over perfectly. So, ironically, my best game mode, ship, has also kind of become my worst, in terms of straight flying. But
When hinges creak in doorless chambers,
yeah.
and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still, that is the time when ghosts.
I got a save device back when my hardest was literally I Spy with my little eye. That's how you know you're new gen. I mean, no offense to you new gen, alright? You know, we need you guys, otherwise the game would die. Yeah, that's kind of how it is. Now. But it doesn't surprise me because back in the day, the G502 was my, or not my, but it was like the pro player's mouse of choice, right? And now it's the Seo device, so the technology has just shifted forward, right? Has your wave improved? Yes, my wave has improved, but I would say that my wave improved a little bit, as a result of getting this Wu-Ting. But the thing that made a way bigger difference was just getting a 240Hz monitor. Like, that made the biggest difference by far. Like, the UFO parts and even tough timings weren't that bad on 60, but wave was insane on wave. Like, just to demonstrate, this part, alright, and ignore this UFO part, this is where we died. This wave, alright, that took me 1,000 attempts to get through once on 60 Hz. And now on 240, I can basically do it without any effort. Well, it's a hard part, like, don't get me wrong, but it's a huge difference. Like, it's still difficult. It's like probably one of the most difficult parts in the entire level. But it's way easier now. Alright, another one of those. I'll take it. No, now it's the Wu-Ting ATHE. Yeah, but... Yeah, sure, but that's only for... You know, most of the GD community, it's like children, and they don't have a lot of money, so they're not going to be able to spend 250 bucks or whatever on a keyboard. So, the Seo device is like the cheap version of that. I feel that dude about this my phone goes off. I should. Alright, I'll read it now. I have an anecdote. Rehearse with my band and none of them are in college. I get home after 13 hours in a different city at 7 PM and motherfuckers want me to be already prepared. With 2 big amps, a guitar, a mic stand, and all the extra gear and cables as soon as I enter my house. No eating, no resting, but when one of them had a job and didn't have to move anything, he chose night shifts and complained that he needed to sleep the entire day and couldn't let us in his own house, but is confused that I wanted to eat after 13 hours before rehearsing. That's what I call a... That almost seems kind of selfish to me, but maybe he just didn't have like any experience with running low on time. But at least he made a choice to like... he made a choice to take night shifts. but yeah. Wait, because you're good at CPP or WTV, you know how do I close Windows handles / events with code? I haven't used Windows API much. I would probably say you should probably Google that because yeah, I can't remember. I so rarely have to work with raw handles. Shit. Alright, let's just go. Let's use the remainder of the time to go from 0. I feel like that's the most efficient use of my time. Because we're not gonna gain much from practicing anymore. Like, I've already practiced the level for hours and hours.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the
You know, I have a funny story to tell just about the fact that my phone just rang. It's unrelated to the call I just got, but that's besides the points. So ever since I turned 18, I've had spam callers calling my number like every single day. It's so annoying, but I've tried to like whatever, later. Yikes, that's another 59. That is a pretty bad choke point, to be fair, but a bit lame actually. We could have gotten way further, but alright, I'll just continue. And so basically, I made a good thing about it because now every time they call, I just go out of my way to troll them and stuff. It's kind of fun. But it's still annoying whenever they call during, let's say, a math lesson or something like that. Like, it's kind of annoying. Man, those scammers from Calcutta will say their name is James or Peter. Like, we don't know their name is Rajesh or something. Absolutely. So yeah. That is spot on. Like, it is blatantly obvious to everyone. So I don't even know why they're even trying. Like, it would be better, but it would be better if they were honest about their name, and because then they could at least claim that, okay, well, I'm an immigrant and I'm working at a call center in, let's say, the United States, because whatever. That would be better, because at least then they're not lying about something as trivial as their name. Like, come on. Especially since, you know, most countries now have immigrants anyway, and often it's the kind of population that ends up working at these jobs. Not always, but often.
and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candle lights flicker where the air is deathly still, that is the time when ghosts
Because it's pretty low barrier and stuff like that. I have a question too. Which is to the best Indian accent? You want some of that chicken biryani, eh? It works on some elder people. It's kind of screwed up, but sometimes they have an automated thing that asks you if you're over or under 65 and hangs up if you're under. Exactly.
when hinges creak and
It's
doorless
really fucked up, really, because they deliberately do that because they know that the young people or the old people are the people that tend to fall for the scam. It's either like super young people, like children, who don't have any money anyway, so it doesn't matter. Or it's like elderly people, and it's really sad.
hinges creak in doorless chambers,
Um.
and strange and frightening sounds
Also, you said that the work is outsourced, and yeah, that's another good point actually.
where the air is deathly still.
Companies are always want to maximize profits, so it makes sense that they would outsource it, right? I mean, we outsource manufacturing of things, so it's not even that crazy.
It's the time when ghosts are present, practicing their
I mean, the work for like call centers in for like ASUS tech support or like tech companies is usually outsourced anyway.
doorless chambers,
Like, that's just kind of how it is.
creak in doorless chambers,
So it wouldn't even be out of the ordinary if they just used their real names.
echo through the halls. Whenever candle lights flicker where the air is deathly still,
Or if they don't want to, they could literally just like not have a name at all. Like, just don't mention names to begin with. Like, just say, thank you for calling ASUS tech support or whatever the hell, you know?
whenever candle flicker where the
Samsung too, I think. Yeah. That's because it's cheaper and, you know, it's the same reason we outsource manufacturing. It's cheap, right? The scams on children are usually way worse than the money scams on elderly you see in the news sometimes, and don't want to speak about it because it's horrific as fuck what they do. Yeah, I think it's I'm not too well aware of what they do to children actually, but generally if you're calling a child, you probably aren't up to any good unless you're like a relative or a friend or something. Like, that's pretty common sense. Like, why would you be calling, like, from a company, why would you be calling a child? Like, that's just not something you do if you are a responsible, normal person who doesn't live off stolen money. But I believe what they probably do with, like, they probably ask for things, probably ask for personal information, and it's really fucked up. Yeah. They would be rich when they figure out that name glitch. Yeah. It's usually in the text messages above. Gain their trust, then blackmail. It's disgusting. It's kind of like, it's almost in the same way as like a predator works. I guess it's just like a different form. And it's disgusting. Like, I really hate that we live in this society where, I mean, it's not normalized over here, obviously, but like, where people actually do these things. Like, they just don't have that moral no in their brain, which is just ridiculous. But I don't know if it's like a cultural thing where they just lack that thing, or if it's like or if it's more like the government has historically not forced them to do this, because it's still not, you know, something you can excuse, but like maybe there's a reason that so many have resorted to it. And but you know, it doesn't matter. Like, that's like saying a homeless person is allowed to commit crimes. Like, that's no. You know. I remember when I was 3, I called the oh shit. I remember when I was 3 and called the police because I wanted to talk. I've never done that, but you know, it doesn't surprise me at all. You know, children are stupid. And I don't know where you live, but I guess I know over here, what usually ends up happening is for frivolous calls, what just ends up happening is the parents have to pay like, I think it's maybe like $150 or something for wasting their time. So yeah, do not call the police with that reason. So I will read your message in a second. I don't know why I didn't. I think it's a moral thing, always at the end of the day, and lack of government enforcement / consequences on the other end. Yeah, I saw that there are a lot of these like scammer like channels where they just call up scammers and, you know, try to fuck with them. And I know in many cases these scammers have been reported to the police in India, usually. I shouldn't say always, but usually. I'm sorry if that annoys somebody. They usually do nothing because, well, I don't know why. Because I would think scammers here in like Europe and maybe the United States and stuff, maybe even parts of Asia, I don't know. In our Western countries, we actually do something about scammers. But I guess at the same time they just don't really exist. And I should not have been talking while I was playing. So while I do think that these people in these third world countries might be living in bad conditions, that just doesn't excuse what they're doing, right? Like, we have poor people and stuff like that over here as well, you know? Like, and that doesn't make it any more acceptable to like scam people. And it's always not like they don't scam like the bare minimum they need to scam to like survive. It's always like they always try to steal as much as they possibly can. So if like the person they're scamming has like $1 million, well, they're going to steal that million. They're not going to steal like $15 so they can survive for the day. They're gonna steal everything. And while you can have sympathy for the like poor people who still try to do the right thing in life, I don't have any sympathy for the scammers because, you know, they forfeited that when they started scamming and doing all these horrible things. It's like, it's just really hard to have any sympathy for them because they made the choice to be a shit person And I really doubt that there are any scammers who think that it's just like a normal thing. That it's something, you know, legal and ethical or whatever. Maybe occasionally the top executives or whatever at these scam companies try and hide it, but you know, at some point you gotta realize, right? They get greedy usually. Again, they usually know no bounds normally. Morally, can't read today. It's not like stealing food or baby formula or something. Yeah. They always go for all of it. Also, hang on. Yep, there it is. So yeah, I gotta end the stream now. It's my calendar event. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching this stream. I'm actually very happy with the progress we got. We got 69. We got several times to like 50. I think we got 50 like what, 4 times or something today. Like that is good. That is good progress. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming. It was nice to just kind of chat, right? Chat and play Renevant. I hope I can be back tomorrow, hopefully, but we'll see. But yeah, have a great day, everyone.